everybody. I don't know if you can see me well or not. I think the lighting's pretty good. I'm at the supercharger here in Glen Allen, Virginia, and you can see I'm charging. And I want to make a quick video here about what's going on with Tesla superchargers and if other companies can use them and if they're going to use them, stuff like that, because I know Elon Musk and some of the recent stuff he's talked about has mentioned that he's going to open up supercharger use and not keep it as a competitive advantage, open it up to other people. Well, let's find out, why that may or may not work. Let's talk about a couple things. First of all, actually there's a lot of superchargers here, you can see behind me. First of all, there's a reason why no one's taken advantage of his offer yet. And first reason is because almost nobody has the ability to heat and specifically cool the battery pack. Some of them have heating abilities when they say temperature management, but they really need cooling abilities because these things put out tremendous amounts of electricity. You can see behind me there's this brick area. It's full of transformers and all this kind of stuff that puts out, like 110 is usually what's in your outlet, 220 is a level 2 charger, and level 3 is 440 volts. So let's take a look at what these things look like. All right, when you walk up to one, you've got this connection here, and this connection will only plug in to, right now, Tesla, and it's 440 volts of electricity. I don't think even if you stuck a pin in here to connect the dots, you wouldn't shock yourself because it won't turn on. It has all these safety stuff that goes in. You won't get messed up if it rains or anything, but it only fits in Tesla because if you pump this 440 volts into any other electric car, it would probably destroy the battery pack because it can't cool the battery pack effectively to keep it from basically killing itself and overheating, which I've done with my phone. No mobile phones have cooling systems, but that's what you need. You need a temperature management that's effective that can handle the heat that's generated by this 440 volts of electricity. So that's why nobody's taken advantage of it yet, and whether anybody does take advantage of it or not in the future, we don't know. We figured it's only a matter of time because Tesla's way ahead, and that's why Teslas can do long distance travel, and that's why I am actually on a trip right now driving long distance because of this ability that Tesla has that nobody else has. So I think eventually manufacturers will develop and have in all their electric cars the ability to drive long distance as soon as they become mainstream, because right now electric cars are not mainstream, and one of the reasons why is because they don't have the infrastructure, they don't have the cooling capacity to do effective and basically anything long distance travel that anyone will be willing to do, because you can charge a Leaf and drive long distance, but it'll take you forever. I mean, no one's willing to do that. So people are used to filling up at 10 minutes for the gas pump, but waiting 30 minutes here for your vehicle to charge at 440 volts, that's no big deal, as opposed to waiting 8 hours for a Nissan Leaf to charge or something like that. So, or at least maybe it only take you 4 hours, but you can only drive like 150 miles. So that's crazy. You wouldn't accept that. So I think eventually everybody will have this cooling capacity, and they probably will take up Elon Musk's offer to use the supercharger network, which is a great network, and they keep expanding every day. And by the way, I have driven almost 60,000 miles with my car, and I have never had to wait at a supercharger. I've only been here on the east coast of the United States. I know on the west coast, on the left coast, they've had other issues, but here on the east coast I've never had to wait, and I was concerned about that. I was thinking, well, this is a supercharger apocalypse, all these Model 3s are coming out, they're never going to keep up, and well, there haven't really been that many Model 3s released yet, so maybe I need to wait and hold back on that. But Tesla has a great network of superchargers, and that's one of the reasons why they're so successful. So we'll see how it goes in future years as Tesla opens up their supercharger network and people start taking advantage of that because they have the technology and cooling capacity built into their vehicles.